want to say right here, right now, that I was never really a bad kid. I've never done anything too terrible, and I've never gotten into a fight or something like that. But we all had our moments. I think the fact that I got in trouble so little as a kid made the times that I did seem more severe than they really were. Most of the time, it was just me doing something stupid and then not realizing the consequences. And I mean really stupid. So my elementary school had a single staircase that led to the basement where there were a few classrooms. Everyone knew that they were the coolest rooms in the school, and I just happened to be in one. So at some point I was walking up the stairs with my friend, and I realized that if I screamed in the staircase, it would echo and sound really cool. I tried to convince my friend that it would be a good idea if we both screamed, but she didn't want to do it for whatever reason. So I screamed in the staircase by myself. And you know what? It was really fun, and it did sound cool. We got to the top of the stairs where I was feeling pretty good about myself, and we opened the door ready to move on with the rest of the day. There was a teacher at the top who didn't look too happy to see us.
Who was making that racket?
Oh, do you mean screaming? That was me.
Why are you screaming in the staircase? We can hear you in the hall.
I thought it would be fun, which was the absolute truth.
What is fun about screaming?
Well, it looks like I have to go. Sorry about that.
No. What is your name? There is no way you're getting away with screaming in this school.
I told the teacher my name, and I spent the rest of the day terrified that I was going to be called down to the office, but it never happened. And to this day, on my permanent discipline record for school, the one and only thing listed is screamed in staircase. Another time I was at recess, and as we all know, recess was one of the best parts of the day. At my school, there were 2 playgrounds and a blacktop. The parking lot. The playground for younger kids was conveniently located next to a hill. Now, kids just seem to love hills, but we weren't usually allowed to climb it since there were plants growing on it. But one day, we went outside and saw flowers growing on the hill. Some people ran up the hill and started climbing to get the flowers. But I knew I wasn't above the law, so I only picked them while standing on the ground. So some teacher comes over and starts yelling at us, even though I wasn't really on the hill, and told us to go do something else. But the main problem was that from picking these flowers, there was dirt all over my hands. And I guess I could have gone inside and washed them, but it was recess and I didn't want to waste any of my time. On the hill, I noticed there was a group of fresh, completely clean leaves. Oh, what a coincidence. I could just wipe the dirt from my hands using these leaves and I would be fine. Even though I had just moments earlier gotten yelled at for going on the hill, I went back over to wipe my hands on these leaves. Oh, and what do you know? At my school, the most frequent punishment was to sit on the curb for 5 minutes. Needless to say, this teacher is mad at me for directly disobeying her, but she tells me to go sit on the curb for 10 minutes. I sat there watching all of my peers run around happily as I held back my tears. I mean, I didn't even climb the hill. And the worst part was that, surprise, surprise, my hands were still gross after wiping them on some leaves of all things, when I could have just gone inside and came out in the time I spent sitting there on the curb. The flowers weren't even that cool either. Hey everyone, it's Casey. Really quickly, I just want to shout out Dude the Doodler for voicing the teacher in this animation. Make sure you check him out. And also, so I don't know if you could tell because I did half of this animation without it, but I did get a drawing tablet. And I would like to thank Jaden Animation so much for sending it to me. I'm sure you guys all already know who she is, but thank you again, Jaden. I hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.